Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. We are here with the Good Morning from Africa Town, LA crew. And we supposed to have our people out on the streets this Martin Luther King birthday today. So we waiting for them to come in. So shout out to Africa Town, LA, Africa Town Coalition, Pablo X, and all them out there in Africa Town, Leimert Park, holding it down. And so you see the title, Martin Luther King Jr. has been hijacked. The dream ain't nothing but a motherfucking nightmare for us. Hold that thought.
Warning, the following program contains strong Black first opinion about mature and strong subject matter that affects Black America and the diaspora as a whole. Listen at your own risk, you sissy.
Grand Rising all. You are listening to the one and only Be One or None. Good morning from Africa Town, Los Angeles.
Peace. Yes.
Are here.
Yes, we are up in here.
Hello.
What's up, y'all?
Shout
Y'all
out
see our
to
faces.
the crew. Yes, you can see our faces today.
We ain't doing it. I mean, I ain't gonna be funny. I'm about to talk about some people who don't show their faces.
We don't know who's behind a lot of people. It could be who we talking about that hijacked it Martin Luther King Day. We don't know some people behind these symbols. Grand Rising chat. Yes, Juvon English. Yes, we really going there today. Shout out to Jag the Diva and everybody else that's in the chat.
Oh, they in here. That's what's up. All right.
That's what's up. So we're gonna just get real. Shout out to the crew that's in the house. And
now get y'all swear jars. Get y'all swear jars.
What was going down?
Buckle up, because Queen Tina's about to cut up, y'all.
Why y'all have to choose me to swear?
You got the red cup. Look, you got the red cup.
I got the red cup. You know, yeah, I got the red cup. I'm gonna hold up the red cup.
There you go. Buckle up, y'all. Buckle
up, Sean.
Buckle up the seatbelts and let's go for this ride. Now we're gonna talk about it. Who the hell hijacked Martin Luther King? The dream is a nightmare for Black folks. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Ain't nobody Black out here celebrating shit on this 15th of January.
Facts.
No.
The only mother, I'm in the cup. The only mother effers out here celebrating Martin Luther King hard is them immigrants.
Yep.
It's the people who getting $9,000 a month. Y'all talking about Martin Luther King died for us. He had a dream, but the only people enjoying this damn dream is the Jews, the Oohs, the LGBTQs. It's the everybody but the people who look like me and you on the panel.
Exactly.
And Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr., where he at?
No, everybody that look like people who look like Martin Luther King Jr. are not benefiting from his dream.
King Jr. was fighting. Let me tell you, I'm gonna say it like this. We were tricked. Martin Luther King Jr., let's tell the truth and stop this fantasy world. He was dating a white woman. And he wanted the dream so that we all could be together so he could be comfortable with his white woman. When
allegedly,
it wouldn't look right for him to have no damn white woman. That's when he got the Black woman. I'm tired of Black women being the motherfucking substitute for this bullshit. Here go my cup.
Look, we're not going to be monetized.
Professor Black
is not going to be monetized. We have been demonetized as of this point.
Look,
for the
Professor Black
demonetized. They say a whole lot worse on here.
Professor Black True said that's not true. You got to listen to the professor.
He said what ain't true?
He said it wasn't true about the white woman. That's what Professor Black True said.
What he was saying about the white
woman.
He
just said
it's a whole documentary about it. Samuel L. Jackson, Sammy Davis Jr., the tap dancer.
Yeah, I believe Samuel. Yeah,
you seen Martin Luther King with pictures. Yeah. You know, is it not every time back in the past when we had an intelligent Black man and you turn around, he had some white woman slithering up his arm?
Yeah,
They did say it's a whole. How he know it ain't true? First of all, for Professor Black Truth, I need to see if you black.
damn, shots fired.
That's true. We don't
My
see what
thing
he
is
look like.
too. Even if he wants sleeping with white women, I think that he might have been got with some other sisters. Because any man of power, just keep it real with you. 9 times out of 10, any man of power, I don't care what color he is, he's gonna attract women, and it's up to him to be disciplined. I just say it like that. Because you know what Kennedy was doing. Kennedy he had a bad back, and he was still trying to get it in with Marilyn Monroe and them other chicks, him and his brother. But we're not talking about him. We're talking about King. And I would say this too: they're not honoring like the king. They honor is the one that said, "I had a dream" speech. That's it's sad because majority of the black people that celebrating his birthday today, they going off that "I have a dream" speech. But when he started talking about reparation, the poor man campaign, they never talk about that. I got in rooms and I said this on Facebook, Instagram to people, and they don't even want to talk about it. Black people scared. Anytime you rebel, anytime you resist, like anytime you try to go against the powers that be, black folks don't want to talk about it. The average black people don't want to talk about it. It always be like on the grassroots level or the more of the so-called pro-black type black people that talk about it. But the average, our cousins and aunties and all them church goers and them fraternities, they're not talking about that. They want to, kumbaya, I have a dream speech bullshit. But every time you play the video with him talking about reparations and all that, they never talk about that. I don't,
That's true.
most people you see they posting that "I have a dream" speech. It ain't it's a dream. Damn right, that's what it is, because it never happened. It benefited the immigrants and other people. We should never. The civil rights movement should never happen. We should not. I mean, I'm not talking against it. It had its good points, but at the same time, it benefited more people than it did. It benefited other people than black people. Just put it that way. Like
That's right. It did not
even
help
with
The
us
way
at
it
all.
benefited people is they got our money.
affirmative action meant for black people, but it ended up being for other groups, the so-called people of color. 2024, y'all, we're not using people of color. We're not using that. What's that? What's they using? People of color,
Black and
minority.
brown
We're not using,
coalition.
black and brown coalition, minorities, and people of color. We're not using that shit anymore. I don't care who I offend on that, because every time you don't see no other group because they got a little bit of melanin in them. And hell, even white people got like 0.1% melanin, but that don't mean they're a part of us. They're not. We're a different kind of breed of people. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm back.
so
My bad. I'm trying to work and do stuff at the same time. We got to work while these immigrants come in here and live off the dream.
Exactly. I said somebody, Jack the Diva said they got our money and resources. Facts.
It's a slap in the face. Every fucking body black should be mad on this fucking holiday that they call Martin Luther King. They picked the weakest black man in the history of fighting for black people that allowed people to say nonviolent, slap the shit out of me, and we followed that.
Hey,
not trying to be funny, bump all that mess.
God,
we want to tell. We came here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Y'all was strict. And they put Martin Luther King. These white people don't care nothing about black people. So why do they praise that one black man?
Yeah, and the sad part about it, in the beginning, they got on when he
let
didn't
y'all
know
whoop their ass. But
like
these type of black folks, hey, my bad.
Yeah,
go ahead. King.
No, you good. Like I said, you right. In the beginning, because he a part of the boule. And then what happened, a lot of people don't understand. He followed the rules. He did what they tell him to do. In the beginning, a lot of people don't know. He did carry guns. That's this documented. He carried guns in the beginning, but
him and the preachers.
Exactly. It was the LGBTQ community that came to him and told him he supposed to be nonviolent and made him put down the guns. This documented, y'all. King was getting, to remember right about one thing, he was getting his funding from pretty much the gangsters and the hustlers in Atlanta back in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Because he shot pool. He used to hang at the
That's when gangs used to fight for real people,
exactly,
black people, instead of killing each other.
Exactly. So y'all understand that he's from, I'm from Atlanta. He's from Edgewood, Auburn Avenue. Auburn Avenue is kind of hood now, but it used to be like Harlem. It was more the black upscale. That's what Alonzo Hernan and all them rich black people who built that whole Auburn Avenue was like Harlem. They had their own black businesses. They had hotels, hospitals. They had movie theaters. They had, you go to the Apex Museum here in Atlanta, they'll tell you the whole history of Sweet. Everybody had a Sweet Auburn Fest every year. They have it twice a year. Talk about the rich history in Atlanta where black people were thriving, doing their thing. Remember, it was a race ride in 1916, I think. and black people took it to the white folks downtown Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It was a race ride. You can look it up. Infamous race ride. Like a lot of people died. Of course, more died because we don't have a resource. We had the cops and stuff outside, but we didn't care. We took it to them. But yeah, King, any black person to live in the Edgewood and Auburn Avenue area back in the 20s, 30s, 50s, and 60s, they was considered upscale black people. And they was, I mean, them houses, y'all been to the King Center, right? See how big them houses was back then. So black people was living nice, you know what I'm saying? So
we were living good.
Yeah.
I mean, not trying to be funny, even the poor. We're only poor because of American society, and then to make us work every day and take our taxes and resources and give them to somebody that look as closest to white or saying NIGGEers, and then tell us that we need to pull ourselves up by a bootstrap while we taking care of grown men from Venezuela, Turkey, and darn China.
Yeah. Facts.
And then they tell us we had big houses, we had everything, we had our own neighborhoods. Like what D Mays is talking about is if you go to Atlanta, it ain't just Martin Luther King house, it's the whole neighborhood.
Exactly, the whole neighborhood. Yep.
Let me interject real quick. Somebody else on here is saying, don't let them whitewash MLK Jr. Day. Another YouTuber.
They already whitewashed it. That's why we said he's hijacked. He's already whitewashed. When has anything that Martin Luther King fought for benefited us? It only benefited white people. When he seen the little white girl and little black boy playing together, that was his dream for his mixed grandchildren and them. And then his kids ain't even fighting the fight no more.
Hey, I agree with that 100%. I'm here. They don't do. I heard his daughter talking a couple of days ago before they were talking about a celebration for the day, and she still on that damn, kumbaya, we shall overcome type shit. Like, I'm like, you up here. See, the sister that died, which one that was that died? She was more of a rider than the rest of them. The sons ain't hitting on shit. I mean, Dexter trying to be, he's a failed actor, never did a movie. The other one, he's more of a businessman because I think he's a part of Bounce TV and all that. But he trying to be like his dad, but he's not his dad. They're not doing nothing, man. It just, matter of fact, I think the state owned the King Center. I don't think the family even owned the King Center anymore. That's sad. Your dad left a legacy for y'all. Y'all can that been years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how everybody walks around and tell us. Martin Luther King said, "Have a dream." So they took this one black man who don't represent us because I'm not a Christian. So he don't represent me with Christianity, and I don't believe in turning the other cheek so somebody can slap me without slapping them the fuck back. And then I damn sure don't see his kids doing nothing for black people. The only person that's benefiting off of the dream is the people who making money off of Martin Luther King. That's the only people who benefit.
And I would play this for 3 seconds. I'll play this now. Look, this go for all the black people who Black Lives Matter and all y'all still to my hands up, don't shoot and all that bullshit. This is what he said in 66. Hold on, y'all, on my fault. I'm playing on here. Hold on.
Tired of marching for something that should have been mine at first. I don't mind saying to you tonight.
Y'all hear it?
Loud and clear.
That I'm tired of the tension surrounding our days. I don't mind saying to you tonight. I'm tired of living every day under the threat of death. I have no martyr complex. I want to live as long as anybody in this building tonight. And sometimes I begin to doubt whether I'm going to make it through. I must confess I'm tired.
Yep. And that's when they pretty much killed. Then when he started changing, like, look, my people turning against me because I went against the Boule rules. I tried, because you could tell, like when he started hanging with Malcolm and he started having meetings with Elijah Muhammad. That's when them Christians like, oh hell no, like, dude, what you doing? Like, we can't be, because when he had that private meeting with Malcolm, man, the white reporter trying to ask him what they was talking about, and he didn't say it. He's like, that's between us, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of like too late because, like, damn, like you even said you send your people into a burning house. You try to stay loyal to the Boule because the Boule, y'all know they got strict rules, but he's like, nah, because Jesse Jackson, all of them Boule. Even Al Sharpton to this day, all them Boule.
Ain't none
Let
of
me
all
tell-
these.
I'm
all
assuming
these
Tamika
black
Mallory, all them
leaders
do like
didn't
too, but
nothing change for black people. All this Martin Luther King, all the Jesse Jackson, all the Black Lives Matter, and black people still being shot and killed. It's just so it's a habit now. We don't even say his or her name no more.
Can
and
I
look
ask
at
a
just
quick question real fast? Real fast.
you got it.
Have we heard of any mass shootings since the migrants took over Chicago?
Mm.
I just thought
That's a
about
good
that
one.
I heard
today.
it's a lot of
That's a
crime.
good one.
I heard that they
It's
not
a lot of crime.
reporting
It's a
it.
lot of
Yeah,
crime.
it's a lot of crime. And then
Yeah.
the thing is,
Sex
black
trafficking.
people still have to carry the stereotype as the criminals and the bad people, while white people have ran that down with their actions all over. And these immigrants are coming in, graffiti, littering in the streets, fighting, crime, and robbing.
Exactly.
These are the immigrants.
Shout out to Clearest Conscious HLC podcast.
That's me.
Oh, that's
That's
you.
me.
Oh, hell.
I'm
I forgot
in here
about you.
typing everything. You see my hand
Look,
down.
I'm just saying she'll never be advertising her stuff. But shout out to you, so shout out to you. But Jack Diva said, the powers that be keep MLK holiday in front of us to keep us docile and peaceable, while white America, white America could kill us left and right. Facts.
Yeah.
And those leaves are obsolete. Facts.
They want us to remember Martin Luther King only by two things. I had a dream that mixed people were living together and nonviolent. Those are the two things that they want us to remember all the time with Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
It's because they don't want us to hit their asses back, and they don't want us to say we need to separate with black people only.
And then and this is the last one, y'all. I know we can't play a lot of stuff because Tina was saying about the copyright strike. So this is a short one right here. Here's another one. This is the one they really don't want you to know about. Hold on, let me see.
The one that said, "Bring my check."
Hold on. Here we go.
Time that America refused to give the Negro any land. Through an act of
Can y'all hear it?
our government was giving away millions of acres of land.
Millions.
The West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farm. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies.
Still getting it.
And they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with. And this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
2 weeks later, done deal. Yeah. They're like, yeah,
when he woke up.
Yep.
Let me point something out with this, okay? I don't know if you all know this, okay? But watch this, and I'm going to show you all how it correlates with the time of that speech and now with the immigration situation. Because what happened shortly after that speech was that's when he was going to Washington. He was not just bringing black people with him. He was bringing all kinds of different looking people to Washington about their money. You know what I'm saying? Poor people, like middle class. He was bringing all those people.
The poor man campaign.
I understood when the government is looking like, okay, now I put you in charge of black people. You know, somebody can handle them. But now you got these white people. You got these other group-looking people coming about their money with you. That was the issue. So now if you look at today, it's really kind of the same situation with the immigrant situation, where it's the piggyback, you know, off of that mindset, if that makes any sense. I'll let my play there.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you 100%.
You are so right, Queen.
Shit, hell yeah. They got theirs too. Most of them everybody got their stuff bus. Hey, that's the crazy part about it. And like you said, even when going with the immigration thing, like Tina was saying earlier, even the white people, this is America thing now. Like white people are pissed. They like, this is getting out of hand. If you go look at all them white channels, they talk about the immigration thing. Matter of fact, Texas just put up a barbed wire around like the border. And I heard some Texas
is done.
Is what now?
Texas is done. They're getting rid of the border patrol. They
Yeah,
boarded it
exactly. But
themselves.
look,
They're
exactly.
putting
The
up a
people,
wall.
you saw
They
that? You saw that
done.
video? Yeah, the
They
people like, fuck
done.
that. We doing it ourselves. They go Pablo X. The
Yeah,
people, the
Pablo is
people.
in, but I don't want
Okay.
to cut y'all off. Let me play this commercial, and then we
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back in and hold that thought, and let Pablo let us give us an update of what's going on out there in the streets.
All right.
The Good Morning from Africatown, Los Angeles morning radio show is pleased to announce that we now have apparel and other merchandise on sale on our website now. That's right. If you enjoy the positive, conscious messages that the ATLA crew brings to you via radio or our other platforms via social media, we want to encourage you to show your support by donning our apparel. You can shop right now, today, at www.gmfatla.com. Get your merch today, and thank you for your support.
Yeah, no, all you doing is just like a hotel. Okay, and we are back. Um, Pablo just sent a text saying that he's trying to find somewhere to park. Pablo, can you hear us, or are you not there yet?
Probably trying to find a spot. You know how he is with them, that signal boy.
While we waiting on Pablo to answer, so D May's good point with Texas,
Yeah.
but California coming
So y'all
into
see
San
how it is.
Diego, they just walking in,
Oh, really? Wow.
walking in from
Okay, just go ahead. Just call me
everywhere.
when she finished.
And the
Anybody
sad
else?
part about it, you're right, Kathy, because it's that here we. I don't think we talked about it yet. We're gonna do a show. We didn't. We're supposed to be doing a show on the Civil War trailer, and that
Mhm.
movie make you think. The only thing about the movie, about the trailer, everybody was saying that California and Texas had joined together for the Civil War, which that probably be fictitious because Texas is a red state and California is a blue state, but you never know. You never know what these white folks will do. So yeah, that's something to think about. But you can see it brewing. You can see right now, 2024, the year of truth, and you're gonna see a lot of stuff come up. I think closer we get to the election, you're gonna see more chaos because these people are pissed off at the immigrants. And then you heard what they're doing. Was it in New York? Somewhere up, I think New York and Chicago. They asking residents to let
To
the immigrants
house
come in their
them
house, stay with
in
them. I
New
said, yo,
York.
lost your damn mind.
In
But
New York, it's
not in the
crazy.
face that they talking about house an immigrant when black veterans are laying
Thank
on the
you.
street, when you got white veterans laying on the street, when
Thank
you
you.
got black and white people who are Americans who don't have food, who have to send their kids to school just so the kids can have something to eat, so they can send the kids just so that they can have a daycare, so that they can go to work to pay the bills when the money that's taken out their tax check is given to this kind of bullshit. And we are still struggling, and we are being told to house a damn stranger who got a whole country that they can go do their own civil war on.
Exactly.
I don't
That's
think
crazy to
so.
me. And Brendan Johnson, that mayor in Chicago, that dude's a dictator, man. He don't care nothing what black people say. He's just bringing them people up in. I don't know what kind of sit down he had with Joe Biden and them, but them Democrats, them black liberals, they our enemy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. They our enemy. They don't care about the black agenda. They just doing whatever they want. They know they're gonna get perks from it. Like they already don't got their money. So they don't care nothing what black people say, what they say. That in
I don't
Chicago,
know if anybody paid any attention, but Brandon Johnson's voice has changed and the way he's speaking has changed since he took office.
yeah, he gonna
It's
sit
just
there.
me.
He gonna sit there tomorrow. Yeah, I got a life too. I got a black wife and children. I said, what the hell they got to do with the black people in Chicago? Okay, yeah, okay. You trying to say you got a black wife? So you on that bomber shit now? Like, okay, what that supposed to mean? You up here, you close up. So when the black people got the park, what's the name of that park? They got it back. You know, they fought for it, but he shut it down. So they won the battle but lost the war. But you know, he lost. They shut it down. So because he was trying to be spiteful. So because you know the black people fought for that. Like, nah, we're gonna let these immigrants come in this park, you know, and he shut it down because he got the authority to do that. Because you know, states ain't nothing but small countries anyway in America. That's all it is.
That's why it's the United
Yeah.
States. First of all, black people need to understand what you're living under. I'm so sick of us being ignorant.
Facts.
The United States. Why do we say the United States? Then we say America. Then we say the United States of
Exactly.
America.
Exactly.
And then we can't convince y'all to go read a fucking history book that tell you that all of this North America was called the Americas. That's where they get the name from, first of all. It was the Americas. Then as the colony, the white people were coming over here, killing off the black tribes here, they started making their own, these states were already our territories. They didn't just go in there and drive lines through the state. That took years of making. All they did was plant themselves in a comfortable spot in our laps and took over. The states are nothing but individual states that came together united as one white front, and that's why we got the system of white supremacy. They decided that each state, that why can't you go to one state and it's a different rule from this state, but yet we're all in America? It makes no sense. America is just confusing as the white people who put it together. I'm sorry.
You absolutely
so right.
Nothing but truth. Nothing but the truth. I mean, people don't want to hear that. They don't understand. America is not even a country. It's
not a country.
It's a
business.
President, vice
they
president,
take the business money and give it to who they want. While we keep working like mules. We get up every day. Like, what is that black dude that does all the stuff? He said if everybody would just wake up in the morning and just don't participate in this game called America and this game called white supremacy. If 30 million black people would just wake up, not just black and white, those who say they tired of it, if you would just wake up and not go to work, and everybody, instead of everybody going to work that day, go to the bank and say, I want my money and withdraw your money, we can hit this country hard. But as long as we keep having individual people like the MLK family who's sitting in quiet, benefiting while we all running here because their family is secured.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson, his family secured.
Exactly. And his son, speaking of Jesse Jackson, my fault. I won't forget, his son is he's one of the people trying to push the immigrants into Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. Is that they got black people with this kumbaya bullshit talking about Jesus and all this other Christian shit like Martin Luther King, and we ain't getting nothing. Y'all keep letting these people do whatever, and then you waiting for your reward. Where in heaven? These motherfuckers getting their reward down here. Why don't we just jump in this battle and start fighting for what's ours too? Or either gonna walk away. Like he said, you walk away. You got 30 million people going to the bank withdrawing money. You got 30 million people not showing up at these white corporations, at these jobs. But the problem is that they got us so much as an individual thinker that we think, well, I don't want my lights cut off. Well, dummy, if the whole building didn't pay their light bill, and if the people who cut off the lights didn't go to work, you wouldn't have the lights cut off.
Exactly. You can't stop everybody.
Yeah, individualism is tearing us apart.
Yeah, it's the people in these positions. If the police would stop being corrupt, we wouldn't have to keep yelling, hands up, don't shoot. But they allow it because it's an individual thinking. Long as I got mine and my little individual family got mine, I don't care what happened to the rest. That's just like these white people thinking they on a slice of bread and then thinking because the mole on that corner, it ain't going to reach them and they don't care. By the time the white people don't even care about white people because by the time their kids get grown, this world is going to be destroyed. They don't care.
Facts. And people don't even realize that they keep talking about January 11th. I know a lot of black people didn't care, but white people actually did what people supposed to do when they're not satisfied with their government.
Yeah, when they stormed the Capitol, but what they should have did was just go take all the grocery stores. Why storm the Capitol? Take all your shit. Don't go to work. If every black CNA did not show up at work, you wouldn't have nursing homes. If every black person would stop showing up in these restaurants, you would not have these restaurants. Do you know how they do us? We went through the phase of where they made us, when cell phones came out, black people were hit hard. Because why? We had to pay them high-ass go back to the house phones. Mm-hmm. When house phones came out, when we had the privilege of a house phone, they let these scammers come through left and right. These phone companies charge. Who remember their bill being $800 and $900 and have to get it cut off? When the cable people came in, They let them use all our money. They came in, whop up all our money, then we ain't got cable. Now it's the internet. All these businesses do not need to exist because the businesses that was around during my time ain't there no more. And my mama and daddy them worked hard to pay them bills that they ain't even there no more. And we just walk away and stop worrying about bills and worried about long as you got a roof over your head, sticking together and eating, we could shut the system down, black, white, Chinese, and everybody.
But the average
You know,
American is
to
scared.
piggyback off of that with the January 6th situation, if you think about it, to me, that situation kind of makes sense. You know, because those were people that are well off. I mean, you have people getting in their private jets, flying across the country because they were pissed off. And so if you really look at that situation, it was more so about understanding they had the resources, they had the assets, they had the generational wealth. But what you're doing is you're trying to infringe on our rights, government. That was their problem. So maybe if we made it clear that you're not going to keep infringing on our rights by any means necessary. Now, I don't know about storming the Capitol. That look a whole lot different for black people. I don't care how many there. I don't know about that. But like we said, you know, stop paying these bills excessively. I had a $500 light bill for 1 month. Why? Because what?
Me too.
What are you watching on cable?
But they say we need. They say everybody need 1 day to stop doing everything, and you could shut this country down and say,
"Oh yeah, I
stop
agree.
Arguing, stop yelling, stop making groups." When you start saying, "I'm not finna go to the store. I'm not going to your job. I'm not calling in." If everybody did it simultaneously, black, white, or whoever, this whole country would be on a reset.
Think about it.
Check this out. Just like we every year, all these holidays, we all go out and we all spend money. All together. Why can't all together for 1 day we save money and make a difference? Don't that make sense?
Think about excuse me, you got some ignorant black people talking about I didn't have much, but I made Christmas happen for my kids, and then they dumbasses, you gonna turn around and then go down here to the next white church because the black churches ain't got it to get your light bill paid.
Yeah,
but your kids got them Jordans.
Exactly.
On the bus.
Think about it.
I'm not knocking him on the bus. I'm just saying priorities.
Think about it. You had white people. Let me tell you how white people. The one thing about them, when it's something they don't like, they're gonna come together at pretty much most of them. I know, because the thing is with that whole January 6th fiasco.
That's how important the date is. But
yeah. Check this out. You had military people who like high-ranking officials. It was a chick. This white lady, she was a high-ranking official in Charlotte, like a sergeant or something, and she went down there. I don't think they ever did anything to her. They were supposed to court-martial her, but they didn't do nothing. They hit nothing else about that. Them white people, like you said, these people was well off. This one white guy, he killed himself here in Atlanta. He deleted himself here in Atlanta, on the outskirts of Atlanta. He lived like in the suburbs. This dude had $1 million home. He was some kind of big-time banker, and he went down to his basement and he deleted himself. And he had this $1 million house. He was some kind of, I want to say he was some kind of big time banker guy, but he went out there. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, these people would jeopardize their career for a cause. But how many of us black people would do that? And like you said, Americans, period. Because I think when it comes to them
fighting for, the only real black is the cause to kill each other.
Yeah.
And to clown each other and to sex each other to death and to disrespect each other. That's the only cause we fight for.
And a lot of black people got to stop using, I hate to say this, I thought I never used this term, but I see it a lot, victim shaming. Like, we'll use racism. Some black people use racism to benefit them to make money. Let's call them out too. I ain't talking about us. I'm talking
Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. Who else we need to call out?
And even some of the ones who supposed to be B1. Let's keep it real. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, if racism end right now, how they gonna make their money? They can't get on social media and talk about, the white man this, white man that. And I'm stepping back because I've been reading a lot of books. Everybody need to read this book by Noam Chomsky. Yes, he's a white guy. He's a Jew. But it's called Understanding Power. I just finished it this morning. It took me about a couple weeks to finish it. But, man, he brought up a good point toward the end of the book. When I was reading it yesterday, he said the civil rights movement was the worst thing for black people. And this is why he said this. Check this out. He said what happened.
This ain't a day to celebrate.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King even said he integrated us in the burning house.
Yep, exactly. And this was Noam Chomsky said. He said that black people were fighting for something. They really was fighting for something they believed in, even after Reconstruction. But once they gave you that so-called civil rights and gave some of them black people them jobs with the pensions and the 30, the jobs you can retire from and get your nice house and get your car for 5 years and put your kids through college, black people got that mentality. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's the only thing black people were thriving for when once they got these so-called civil rights.
And then they tricked us because we can't afford that shit no more. When they
Facts.
gave it to us, you could afford it. That's how we had black towns.
Facts.
After that, we didn't have nothing else.
Yep. Think about it. No black people got no kind of generational wealth. It's only a few black people that really did the right thing. You ask for civil rights like Dr. Clark Anderson said we should be asking for human rights. We asked for the wrong damn thing. Your civil rights got other people's rights, but you still on the back of the bus. You know what I'm saying? And so pretty much you still on the back of the bus waiting. And now we up here yelling for reparations, but we still don't have the strategy that we still ain't coming at the right way. You know what I'm saying? So
and why is that though, D Mays? Why has Claude Anderson, I've heard not just him, the first person who said it was Malcolm X, said we had a human rights problem.
Yeah.
So why ain't none of these so-called leaders and none of these organizations, why ain't nobody even picked up that? That's what we over here for with the United Empires is for human rights, not no damn civil rights.
It's all part of the plan.
Civil rights is how they robbing us left and right. That's why these immigrants are in here.
They're not supposed to. They're not going to do it. Al Sharpton not even say nothing because he getting that but MSNBC money and he got that little radio show. Yeah, he's not gonna say anything. And then, like I said, Tamika Mallory and all them, they're gonna be the one that's gonna take his spot. But she's kind of changing her tune. I'm looking at her on IG. Because she's rocking with the Palestinians. That's another thing, too. A lot of black people are supporting Palestine, but my fight. I don't care. I get this. I get the argument, but at the end of the day, like,
I ain't supporting nobody who got a whole country. Yeah. We over here working. We supposed to take care of everybody. I ain't supporting none of them over there in that country. None of them over here because I got my kids to damn support my generation. Y'all better get over there and y'all damn whatever. Y'all got more freedom over there, more land. We fighting just to have a house, a right to use our money. And they over here fighting for what? Fight for y'all rights over there. It ain't for us to help no other country.
Yeah. Why should we care? Like what black people should be caring?
Came over here and help black people.
Yeah, they keep my white black
country that has came over here to America to help black people when we keep crying that they killing us.
Exactly, none. The only one spoke up for us, and shout out to Julius Mahema in South Africa. They the only one spoke out.
And I ain't talking about no speaking. Did anybody send us? Yeah, Julius. Now I like him. He up here. We need Julius. We need a Julius here. We need a Julius in Jamaica. We need Julius everywhere because they're fighting for their rights. But I cannot fight for a country I never laid eyes on.
Facts.
My grandmama and great grandmama, everybody from my family died on this soil.
And they even said, I'm trying to say, I hope we don't get
my family buried over here.
Exactly. They even talk about what's the president over in Israel? What's his name? I can't get.
I don't even know. Israel is just a made up country.
Yeah, exactly. So the guy,
Africa.
So Noam Chomsky was talking about it in the Understanding Power book. He was saying that America pretty much the president over in Israel is basically American. His mentality American. He taught really like American. He was educated over here, and he know that. The dude,
they pretty much planning him over there. And the people that's over here in America is not American. That's making all these rules.
Yeah, exactly. Them people over there, Europeans. That's what them jokers are. They European so-called Jews over there in America. It's America, British, the UK, and it's Israel. They all allies. That's all. They just trying to keep that power base going. Everybody know that. People just get to say it. That's all it is. And they got nuclear capability and all that stuff. So yeah, but I guarantee you, King, if he was still living, he's like, man, look. Well, he already, like you said, toward the end, he already realized he sending people into a burning house. I mean, I can imagine that, like, if him and Malcolm was still living, man, I wonder what black people listen to them. What y'all think? Y'all think black people listen to them if they were still living?
Yeah, because at the time, him and Malcolm would have been together and we wouldn't have been in this situation because they would have been chopping heads by then. They knew what was up. Martin Luther King had the following. He got a wake-up call with a real black person, Malcolm X, and they knew it and they were scared. That's why they had to take him out quickly. No, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about, we wouldn't even had all the shootings and the killings because we would have been done light their asses back up.
Exactly. We got a question, Dante. Somebody want to read it? Dante.
He said, good question. On this day, MLK Day, Why are we not on the National Mall, or probably saying at the National Malls, asking for reparations? Because the problem is we done asking. Everybody done asked for reparations. They done asked in Congress. The only thing they got was the H2 whatever bill to
HR 40 bill, the steady bill, bullshit.
And we've asked and asked. How it's time to stop asking, and it's time to start doing some shit. Because one thing how this country was built was off of whooping ass and taking. So if y'all keep thinking prayer and celebrating one or two black people is going to help us, you are sadly mistaken.
I agree.
I don't know, our people is just dropping off on the
oh, no, they saying we keeping it too real, boy. They like no, YouTube like we gotta get them off.
Yeah, let me go ahead and go to break. Let me play this other video for a break.
Okay.
One moment. Let's see.
Like Malcolm said, it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
Boom.
Yes. That's what Malcolm gave Martin Luther King some gloves in that meeting.
Exactly.
He came out.
They did not like them juggle to that handshake, boy.
I'm looking for your video.
Like, oh hell no. They like these cats over here. You don't put the yeah. Let me see if somebody said okay, of course, okay, you just posted that. Yeah. But yeah, so here in Atlanta, they always have the parade just like they do in LA. And we used to take the kids out there, when they was a little younger and stuff, but it's cool, go to the museum and look at the history. But then when you go into they had a little theater and they talk about the whole when they were watering us down with water and sicking the dogs on us and shit. I'm just
they love to tell that story, but they don't never want us to tell our stories. But love. Before we go to this break, why do white people make money off of movies for slavery that nan black person wrote? Facts. Why do they make money off of documentaries that they keep saying? Why do they get to tell our side of the story and make money off of it? Facts. Y'all ain't woke up to that. Y'all keep watching Roots, Color Purple, all this oppression, slave ass stuff that don't show black people in no power position, whooping ass. Ain't nobody talk about the birth of the nation since it came out, when he was slicing them white people back up, when them little white kids had them little black kids on leashes because they was the Christmas presents. Nobody talks about that movie, but y'all dressed up for Color motherfucking Purple. Let me go to break.
God damn it.
Before you do.
Hey, y'all, check out Mind Games Uncut podcast every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk about technology, entertainment, politics, all that good stuff. Check me out.
I'm sorry, Queen. You were saying something from the bed. We are back.
You're fine,
I'm
Queen.
so sorry because I was hitting it at the same time.
Who was that guy? All right.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say to what you were just saying. We all have to keep in mind that only the victors write history, right? So if you, like Queen just said, you raping, pillaging, and taking, then who writes history? They do. Think about that. Only the victors write history.
Yep, histories are written by the winners. Always.
They got the money. They got free labor. And then we keep watching. We keep participating. The problem is it's time to stop participating. Say it with me. Okay. I need to stop participating. How do I stop participating? First of all, I need to stop buying their shit. I need to stop thinking that every day I need to get up and go spend my money with a white business or corporation. Now, when we do it all together, I'm only going to do boycott one time, nationwide boycott. We need a week where nobody don't go to work at none of these restaurants, don't go to these gas stations where these Arabian or these non-American people are coming in our towns. It's time to start walking. Walk to work if you're going to go to work, but don't go to work unless you have an important position with taking care of a black body if you're a nurse. because we're gonna have to show them how it feels.
The mentality, I don't think the mentality there with most black people. They just they don't have it. They soft as
at
hell
nursing
now.
homes. Every town I go to, there's about 5 or 10 nursing homes with none but old white bodies that done did us wrong, and we wiping their asses and feeding them.
Exactly. Jack the Diva said, I would listen to MLK and Malcolm X if they remain the men they were, keep their talking points, and not allow themselves to be absorbed by white America. In fact, she got another one too in the chat
already. I mean, Martin Luther King was already absorbed, honey.
Yeah, in the beginning, yeah. Toward the end, he was, yeah, but yeah. She got another one. Pull up the other one. It's pretty long. By Jack the Diva. But yeah, I mean, my thing is people too soft now. That my social media have pretty much made people. I mean, we are slaves to technology, pretty much. Like whatever somebody put on social media, we go with it. Nobody don't really research anything anymore. They just go with it. I could say the world gonna end tomorrow at 1 p.m. and most people will make it go viral. They'll believe it without even trying to research and stuff. They just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just how.
Like they said that it was aliens at the mall. I'm gonna tell y'all black folks something.
You down there, right? Yeah.
I believe there's aliens. I have stories.
Yeah, I believe it too. Yeah,
seeing them. But the encounters I had was more of a mental and opened up my mind. These aliens, the only thing they're coming is if they're here. It's like y'all don't know science or nothing. They're here by energy. Everything is energy.
Yep.
And notice how everything is changing. Whether they created COVID or it didn't, it shut the world down. We didn't do nothing. It showed us that we did not need a government. Your government abandoned black people, white people. Our government abandoned us during COVID. Do you not remember that? You didn't need a government telling you nothing. They make you think you need all these police officers in a government because people need to be controlled, and then y'all gonna go crazy and kill each other. We were at more peace during COVID than any other time in America.
Yeah.
Ever.
You know, we lost a lot of businesses, but yeah, you're right.
Fuck them businesses. Them businesses wasn't needed. That's the problem. We got a lot of fictitious businesses just so people can make money.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true.
Good point.
Those businesses is not there but to make money so that you can participate in the American system. But if we reset this, we'll be getting up working every day. Your tribe should be planting and growing corn. Your tribe should be growing the sweet potatoes. Your tribe might be the carpenters building the houses.
The plumbers,
your tribe might be the fishers. We all are fucked up because we are not where God intended us to be. We are in
the barter system. The barter system.
So that we can keep the white people who are running America rich.
Yeah, I did a show on that. I talked about it. I talked about it years ago. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, King.
No, I talked about it years ago. I got you go back on my podcast probably 2 years ago. I talked about the barter system. We should go back to the barter system. That's exactly what you're talking about. Everybody brings something. You know, it's about trading with each other. How it used to be. Then now you got to pay for damn water. I remember we used to drink water out the spout. I remember we drank water out the side. You know, y'all remember back in the day. I know y'all remember you used to drink water outside of a house.
Water hose outside. Water hose, that was the best water.
Yeah. We about to get to that part, y'all. Y'all know we finna go there.
But black people think they too good now. Now all of a sudden they got the white mentality. Like white people like, ew, that's dirty. How's y'all? But the majority of white people don't clean shit. You never clean. You didn't even clean your children. We did. God, and then we keep copying them. But go ahead, Queen. What were you gonna say?
God damn it.
I don't know if I want to say anything.
They didn't even clean their behinds. I worked in nursing homes. The old ones, they nasty as hell. And anybody that worked in a nursing home know I'm telling the truth.
Hey, I'm just gonna go by Serena Williams.
Don't do this to me, Queen.
I am. You a nurse? You a nurse? Come on now, tell the truth. They don't like the days. They like to dig in their behinds. They like to do all kinds of stuff. They replay the past, talking about how they kill black people, how they done bury black people. Do they not, Angie?
God damn it.
I have seen it. I have seen it.
And they're coming up with other things to keep from bathing too. They came up with some kind of towel thing to wipe yourself so you don't have to take a bath. I'm like, why do they keep making stuff where you can't take a bath? Soap water, use it. What's wrong with it?
Hey, so y'all know we got to touch on another part of this. But we talked about this immigrants we kind of talk about the Jews. They get into the LGBTQ part of it. Like,
yeah, they the ones that really hijacked Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
because they the only ones benefiting from the civil rights.
Somebody said salute or salutations, Black family. Who that? DJ Black 909. Shout out, brother. What's up? So let's get into the LGBTQ part. Let me tell y'all something straight up. LGBTQ community, we don't have that against our look. We all got family members who in LGBTQ community.
I love my gay friends.
Exactly. Shout out.
Damn. The people that represent y'all.
Exactly. Shout out to James Baldwin, one of the realists out there. James Baldwin was gay back then. He never put that in front of his blackness. That's why I like about James Baldwin. I said James Baldwin, right? Yeah. And the thing is that you can't compare the LGBT struggle to the black struggle. That's bullshit. Like, why would you do that? Like, y'all didn't go. That's a choice. You like whatever you like. That's a choice. But what we went through, what our ancestors went through, is totally different. That's to me, that's an insult. Now, did y'all see the Tasha K interview? Somebody posted on Instagram. I think Pablo sent it to me. So she was on the panel. Tasha K. Y'all know everybody know Tasha K. And right. she's here in Atlanta, and she's like 1 million subscribers, whatever. That's the one Cardi B sued. But anyway, she was on a panel. It was some kind of black women celebrating black women in Atlanta, business women and stuff like that. So they was sitting like on these thrones and stuff. So she's sitting up there talking, and the sound bite they was saying, she said a man is a man and a woman is a woman. That's all she said. She didn't disrespect the trans community in there, right? The trans dude come up, I swear, you see him, he look like a girl. Like, you know how these dudes, especially in Atlanta, these trans here, boy, they look, now I hate to say it, they look, you would think they're a woman. But anyway, he gonna get mad. I'm calling him a he. I'm not gonna call him a she because he biologically, he's a damn man. He got dick and balls. Yeah, bring the cup out. And he get mad at her, talking about he like, no, I am a woman. She said, listen, biologically you a man. He get all mad. He want to buck up at her. She said, oh yeah, hit me. You still a man and I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get mad because she said, do you have she said, do you have a period? Do you have a uterus? That doesn't matter. Can you have children? That doesn't matter. You're not a woman. And see, they need to stop pushing that agenda.
And then he tried to fight her. Let's talk about how that man.
Yeah, you saw it, right?
She was sitting down and he almost snuck her because they allowing these men to say they women, and that's domestic violence. And then these men who got dick and balls and testosterone is running around with muscles and stuff fighting them.
Facts, you're right. Because you listen, it's a guy named Fallon. I forgot his name. He's a UFC fighter. And this jugger looked like damn Rambo when he was a man. He was in the military. They allow him to fight with the women. You got UFC fighting for women too, right? Yeah. So he in the ring with the woman and he broke her skull with one punch. And I hate to say it, I don't feel sorry for her because she knew damn well he's a damn man. You're not gonna beat him.
Why go in there?
Yeah, because he got bigger muscles on.
You want to know why? Because that's the same example of slavery. Everybody fucking did it because it was legal.
Shout out to Golden Gold.
So now you got your skull cracked. And I don't feel sorry for you because you should have did like the white woman who were playing pool, and then they had brung the LGBTQ, whatever it is, out, and she forfeited her game, her pool tournament, because she said, and that wasn't even physical. She said she was not going to play against a man.
Facts. You can't. It's like them girls in the track. They got a dude. They had this brother now. He up here had, he had the hair and everything. This joker had the wearing the track suit, had to be wearing a little tight little shit. He's running. You can see the joker digging balls. He run against these women, and you can see his Johnson down now.
Don't mean to cut you off. Dang, I ain't know that. Don't mean to cut you off. We got Kevin.
Cool. All right. Peace. Kevin, what's up, brother?
Shout out. We've been waiting for y'all from down there in Africa Town.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, how y'all doing? I'm still kind of like working this out. Instagram has not been, kind to me, but I think I have it now. And just give me 1 second, and we're gonna get this going here. Okay. Oh, and then I have to.
Go ahead. I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes. I'm getting ready to play a commercial.
Okay.
Mute your mics. Yeah, mute y'all mics.
Grand Rising Billion.
Grand Rising, how y'all doing?
Hey, give us an update. Yeah, we've been keeping them busy. Go ahead and give us an update and tell us what's going on with Break the Bank. Wait a minute, I seen him on there. Are you ready, Kevin?
Not yet. Okay. Oh, what platform do you see me on?
Well, I see your Instagram connected.
Oh, it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, let me leave that alone then.
So Instagram, what y'all on Instagram? What's the Instagram? How long me go?
Yeah, it's a new thing. I didn't hook mine up, but yeah.
So on Instagram, what's y'all Instagram? What's the Instagram?
It's Africa Town Coalition.
I know what y'all. Hold on, let me see. I know I got that. I'm just trying.
Okay, I guess it's saying I'm live, so that's good. So let me get Billion and see what we can do here.
Africa Town Coalition. Boom.
How do I turn this around?
So you live now? Let me see.
Yes.
Let me go to your.
Some of your destinations have errors. Okay. I don't know how to turn the camera around, but
it should be like a little arrow circle thing, I guess.
Okay. And for everyone that's tuned in right now, we're about to continue this conversation, and we have some people down at in Africa Town, Los Angeles, and they've got an event going on. So we actually came on here to share that with you all. So I hope you all have enjoyed the conversation so far. Make sure you all subscribe, like, and share, please, and thank you. While this king is getting this started over here. So yeah.
Okay. Is Kevin frozen?
Looks like.
Yeah, I think he's frozen. Yeah.
Well, they're out there in Africa Town. Sorry, y'all, for all the trouble. We waiting for him to connect back. He's out there at Leimert Park out in Africa Town, LA. And what the problem is that they're saying how there's all these Martin Luther King parades going on. All this stuff is going on, but it ain't being put on by Black people. Black people don't even have a say-so.
Exactly.
So they can keep their token Black man. It's time for us to do something else, because Martin Luther King dream is a nightmare for us. He the only Black man said he had a dream little white kids and stuff were playing together, and now we see the result of that dream.
Facts. Somebody, Jack the Diva said, I have a couple of family members in the alphabet community, and I love them, but that whole movement is a birth control pill for the Black community. It destroys us. God damn it, I like that. You killed that. You're right. I mean,
she said a mouthful.
Yeah, that's real. That's real, man. Like I say, because one thing about it, you're Black before you LGBTQ. You're Black before you're Christian. You're Black before you're a Muslim. You're Black before you're a Democrat, Republican, any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I say, we B1, B4B. That's what it's all about. You supposed to be Black before anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even
more Black people. David Banner said it best. He said most Black people don't like being Black. I agree with him 100%. Most Black people don't. That's why we send our kids to the whitest schools, because we think the white schools are better.
But why don't Black people like being Black? Because they have made it where everybody knows being Black is hard. Everybody knows what comes with being Black. Then you got Black people walking around talking like this. When I say you talk white, I ain't talking about you pronouncing your words. That's you if you want to pronounce your words like a white English man who you're not.
Yeah.
Talking about proper English, and don't be jealous of me because I pronounce my words and this and that. Why don't you learn how to plant something and grow something for your Blackness?
Yes, exactly. We, like I said, because now, you know, we talking about the LGBT part of the show. I guess we can, when we waiting for them, we can get into the politics of it. Okay, cool. Pablo, you on? Get into the politics of it, about the election coming up, y'all, in November. This whole thing's a shit show. More Black people are turning away from the Democratic Party now, and let me get it twisted.
That's why they bring in immigrants so that they can replace your vote.
Exactly, and the crazy part about it, the Democrats so stupid because it's known, like in Florida right now, most of the immigrants, the Cubans, the Venezuelans, a lot of them are voting Republican. People don't even understand it. It's a thing called. I was on my TikTok live.
Don't talk about the Cubans because they ain't doing nothing. That's
no. Exactly. No, I'm saying they're not doing nothing. I'm just saying they voting Republican. the thing is, school choice. I think that's the name of it. Y'all look it up. School choice. That's what the Republicans are pushing. But the good thing about school choice is this, and I don't care for Republicans either, but I did my research on it. I listened to a white show, and he said black people should, because what it does is if you want your child to go to a private school, get the best education, the state will pay for it. But the Democrats is against that because they don't want black people, the moderates, the moderates, whites, the Democrats, they don't want their kids going to school with black kids. But the Republicans are actually the one pushing the bill. Florida already passed it. So the taxpayer, so they take money out of the state and they give so much money to like so-called minorities. I hate that word, minorities, kids who can't afford to go to the best school, the private schools, stuff like that. But if the Republicans were smart, they would use that to get the black vote. But a lot of they're trying to let Georgia and Texas supposed to adopt that. And them swing states, if they do that, that's gonna hurt the Democrats because Democrats don't have nothing. Listen, no black person care about the orange man. They're not scared of the big bad monster Trump. They don't work anymore. You heard what happened in Chicago. They said, the guy said it, he said, y'all keep playing around with us. Y'all keep letting these immigrants over here. Y'all gonna see, because they're having the DNC convention in Chicago this year. And they said you're gonna see how it's gonna turn out. We're gonna go against y'all. They said, yeah, they said it. Yeah, I would play it if I want to play it. I got it. I actually got the audio, but I don't want to play it because I don't know if I might get a strike. But the brother said it. It's all on TikTok, Instagram. He's like, y'all think we playing? He said we
that
not
would be great. I just want to say one quick thing. If they do school choice, I'm going to try and grab my grandkids into it so they can go to Ziax because they need to be paid for that.
Here's give you the problem with the charter school situation, because if you have minorities or whatever, then you have choices. But then what happens with parents that don't have transportation to get those kids to those schools or whatnot? Yeah. And so now what's happening is you're pulling money out of public school funding for those parents that can't afford to do that. And now those kids are suffering even more in public schools. And while as adults, especially people that don't have children, think about senior citizens that don't have children, they're still paying school, not property taxes, but township taxes. It's not really adding up. And if you notice, a lot of black charter schools that I've seen a lot of them that they start up and they get the funding, and there's so many loopholes that they try to find ways to intentionally pull that funding back once they give it to the black charter schools and then put it somewhere else. And so now you've lost funding, and now these children have to go back to the schools they came from because you lost funding. And that's how they have it designed. So we definitely need to, shout out to United Enterprise of the Keeper Line, we definitely need to invest in our own land. We definitely need to have schools that are B for B, for real. Look at HBCU.
And what I want them to see is the schools is not going to look like the schools that you're used to. See, we built everything for them. So your stuff is not, our stuff is going to look like the old days. Mm-hmm. Maybe a trailer, maybe a house sitting on the floor in the living room. Stop picturing yourself living like white people until we build our own. Don't mean to cut you off, Queen. Go ahead.
No, that's all. That's all. Shout out to Curly Girl in the chat. Greetings, Queen. No, that's all. You're very right. You're very right about that. I mean, when you think about it, you have all this stuff, again, you don't have any substance. What do you do with the stuff you have? You have this big old house. You don't clean your house. You don't maintain anything. You can't pay for it. You can't afford the utility bills. Then why wouldn't you have a nice mobile unit home? Even the tiny homes, all kinds of different options outside of how we're splurging and wasting money, wasting our Black community, wasting our gifts and talents. It's just a waste. And it makes no sense. There's no point. I'll let my plane there. Maybe.
My bad, Queen.
No, you're fine.
I thought that they were coming back in the chat.
I was going to say, what happened?
I don't know. But like you said, we are wasting our talents, but we're not just wasting our talents. We're wasting our talents because this way of life is not a real way of life. Mm-hmm. We don't know what we're supposed to be doing.
Have
here twice.
And then they hear Kevin. Pablo, who's that?
They trying to connect. They out there in Africa Town, so they trying to get on. to let us know what's going on. They were showing this the other day out there near Leimert Park, out there in Africa Town, out there in LA. A homeless guy, I think it was a black guy. He's a veteran, I think. Don't get me wrong, but I know a homeless guy froze to death on the street. While they got immigrants who did not contribute shit to this country, eating $9,000 a month worth of food stamps, free housing, free health care, free
being put in schools and making the kids go homeschool.
We got
Medicaid.
People who fought for this country dying on the street from homelessness.
Yeah, and people be. I hate when people say this. Well, I even heard some immigrants. I was on my TikTok live, got into it with this immigrant. Talking about some, well, y'all lazy. All Americans don't have to be homeless. That's a choice.
They come over here with that stereotype shit.
Yeah, I said, check this out. I'm gonna use Atlanta for a good example. Our nonprofit. It was 3 years ago. We always go out and we serve the community. We go out and give food to the homeless people. Give them, like toiletry stuff like that for the women. Stuff like that.
Hold on,
stuff.
King. Kevin, are you trying to say something?
Yeah, I was. How y'all doing? I was just trying to get in.
Are you on both phones?
Yeah. I don't even think I'm on Instagram anymore.
You still on Instagram? You connected?
Okay, cool. So let me walk around a little bit and see if I can find this.
What's up, Growth Talk? What's up, Oh God? What's up, Curly Girl?
Huh?
Shout out to God in the chat.
Make sure y'all share this live. Share this live, y'all. It's going down.
This is MLK.
We see y'all. We see the people out there.
Just trying to find you back there.
Well, he's walking through Africa Town right here on Martin Luther King birthday, trying to show us all the people out there. I think that's Billion in front of us. Someone said in the chat that the police tried to pull a gun on Billion. It's a shame when a black man has a gun pulled on him on Martin Luther King birthday. Can you hear us, Kevin?
That's crazy.
What's up, good people?
What's up? What's up, brother?
Coming to y'all live from LA, 2024. I'm out here with Dr. Black Lives Matter LA, Black Lives Matter grassroots.
We are here telling people to take action. If you're honoring, you got to take action for justice.
What is she saying?
You said you got to take action for justice. Telling people to take action for justice.
Hey y'all, yeah, we out here LA today. Folks came out once again. And we telling them it's time to wake up and get involved. We still getting ran up out of Los Angeles. So we need our folks to wake up and get in some of these fights with us. And we are looking forward to hear what's happening in some of y'all cities too.
No doubt, no doubt. Atlanta, they had their parade and stuff today like they always do, and they had other convictions.
All right, we're headed down to what's about the starting point? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Let me what's going on.
So Kevin. Who's putting on this event? We're trying to see, like, is it black people or has this event been hijacked by everybody but black people? What's going on?
Well, my understanding is
you're a little choppy. You're a little choppy, brother. You're a little choppy.
So basically, it's just
you gotta slow down. I don't know if the wind is in your phone, but I understand you.
That's one of the we don't get
Kevin,
you're in the matrix, Kevin. You're in the matrix. You're in the matrix, brother.
We didn't understand you.
March, and we'll be covering.
I'm not understanding.
The Fed's trying to cut you off, brother. They're trying to cut you off. Get in a good spot. That's kind of hard when you try to, especially when you live like that. It's kind of hard to get the audio right.
Yeah.
It seemed like so they just getting the parade just started. And I see the people coming down and saying. I know Tina was asking who actually putting this together. Is it white people? Is it the black community, or is it Black Lives Matter?
What I'm trying to understand, like who's putting this together? I heard the girl say Black Lives Matter and stuff, but like,
God damn it,
I can't hear them. I'm gonna have to mute.
I thought they had been decommissioned. Black Lives Matter.
Well, that's what it is that they did. But I told that group down there. That group that's there, they're the grassroots Black Lives Matter, but they just need to get rid of Black Lives Matter. We can't hear y'all. We can't hear y'all. We can't hear y'all. They just talking.
Hey, Kevin, I need to get close to the mic.
We can't hear y'all. We cannot hear you. We can't hear you.
That's right.
All right.
Y'all in the matrix. Just show the audio. I mean, just show the video. Just show the video, boy. It's like we in another in time zone.
Exactly. I'm gonna get a layout so they can see. They walking through all this. I don't know. We don't know exactly what's going on, folks.
I see our brown brothers and sisters.
That's what they say. They say from what I understand, most of the programs that's being put on down there.
So this is one of our brothers. This is one of our brothers right here. He's in Africa. He's out here Mighty King celebrating today, and so how long real quick is the national park?
Yes, Dorian Central at WS Gallery. I'm located at 12917 La Brea Avenue, and I'm still up on this stage for MLK JR.
That's right. All right, then. We just introduced a few people here. Right here. Yeah. Long and that's right. Randy, what's up? Come on over here. What's up, brother? All right, got national right here. I got Brandy Kane here, y'all. Brandy Kane. If you haven't heard about it, then today is the day. Brandy Kane, y'all. It's Africa Town 2024 MLK Day. We gotta say Brandy to the national audience. All right.
Kevin, bring your phone closer to her mouth. It's like we can barely hear the wind.
Yeah, bring the phone closer to her mouth.
We can hear you, but it sounds static.
We just hollered at the bad boy running for 54 for Assembly. We don't know what's going on in the community, so we told him to get on.
Oh, they had a great
Yeah.
And we got some politicians out here too trying to get black people support. So you know what I'm saying? We gotta be careful with them.
Yeah, we really shots out to this long live the revolutionary spirit of Dr. King and his family members were not all, but a lot of them were systematically assassinated. So we're not gonna let the politics of today pretend that Dr. King was this well-loved individual by all.
Right.
If he was, he's still here with us. However, we are here to carry on the revolutionary spirit and carry on that legacy of economic inclusion and equity out here.
All right. All right. I was Randy King, and she's a native of Africa Town here. So let me just walk over here. And,
so what's the deal, Kevin, with Africa Town? Are they still trying to run y'all out down there?
Yeah, well, it's an ongoing problem that we have.
But the bottom line is, we're not going nowhere. You know, they come to the point where it's the politicians. Everybody's going to the point when they understand African is here to stay. Of the politics of Africa now, we already have a lead on that. And so, yeah, we have some boozy Negroes who are trying to run us out of town because they wind up getting something like $6 to $8 million from Chase Bank and some other, gentrifiers. And so they're really feeling themselves right now, and they're increasing their pressure on us. But that's still not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I got brother Zigzag. Brother Zigzag is an old time brother right here in Africa Town. This is a national audience right here.
Peace.
That's right. Just all these tools that bring all the people and shit, man. We watch the bring all these people. We watch them coming in here. You know what I'm saying? You know, we watch everything. We staying vigilant, y'all. We staying vigilant. All right.
Hey, did anybody talking about reparations out there?
Anybody talk about reparations?
There you go.
Anybody talking about reparations out there?
Right? Yeah.
I think you in the matrix, Kevin. We can see, but we can't really hear you.
Oh, okay. You can't see. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Kevin.
All right.
Kevin.
Okay, well, let me see something.
Is anybody talking about reparations out there?
Say that again?
Is anybody talking about reparations?
Yeah, actually, not on now. But what's going to happen is that at 4 o'clock, the people from MLK celebration can start marching everything. And so we're talking about reparations and all that issues. Right now, what we're dealing with is, basically the generic version of the celebration. Okay. This is the city's version. You know, this is the gentrified version. And so, we don't normally participate, but we're out here today.
Let me ask you this. We were just, we were talking about the immigrants. With the homelessness out there, what do you see the help with the immigrants and the help with the homeless black people and black people out there in the streets?
Well, say that one more time.
I know y'all dealing with the homeless crisis out there, correct?
Right.
And are immigrants getting help and the homeless people are not?
Well, we have to understand that grace is accepted. Okay.
Wait a minute, Kevin. Slow.
Yeah, you choppy, brother. You choppy.
Yeah, we choppy. We getting every other word.
And get much more. Immigrants get much more support and.
Kevin.
Choppy, Kevin.
That
you're getting a good signal, brother.
As about 5 days ago,
hey, Kevin, you might have to sit still and talk.
Yeah, we can't hear. We ain't hear nothing you said.
And that issue behind hold the accountable. They started the process, and
I know he's choppy, y'all.
Hey, Kevin, just show some audio. I mean, just show the video.
But he was saying that they're not getting a lot of the help. You were choppy when you were walking. We didn't hear nothing.
Right. We're not getting the help.
Okay.
We're not getting the help from the politicians, from CDA, and from CB10, even though they have an organization called HIJACK that is supposed to be, dealing with these issues. Now, what happens is that whenever somebody loses their life, like a little baby lost her life about 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, 2.5 weeks ago. She died as a result of extreme cold on a bus stop. Okay, they knew that she was out there, but they would not give them housing until the little baby died. Now all of a sudden the mother has been taken care of.
And see, that's what we got to deal with as people. This is what America gives us. But yet these immigrants come here and they're getting food stamps, housing, education.
Right. Oh, and look at this. I'm going to show you this. I mean, we have nothing to do with all this organizing right here. Oh, but this is one of the things they got.
Wow. They spent money on that.
So what is
and y'all
that?
had a baby die at a bus stop because.
Oh wow! I stand with the immigrants.
Yeah.
Get the.
Put it up closer, Kevin. Put it up closer. Let's read it
put it up
again.
closer. Yeah, get up closer. We can read it. Yeah.
We trying to read it. Bring it closer. We trying to read it. We
trying to read. Okay, hold on a minute.
Yeah. Go over something.
Okay.
But y'all have. It would be okay. It would be okay if America took care of their people first, especially Black people first.
Exactly.
Celebrate immigrants.
Only in LA. Crazy. Look at all them flags. God damn it.
So
one of them countries help Black people
right there
for us.
And hey, that's your Black and Brown coalition.
People dying on the street, but we stand with immigrants. I don't know what that's all about. We love LA. I don't know what that's all about. We got for the Heather. What is Heather Hunt? Okay. Yeah.
He might be saying something, but when he
it's a young brother right here. He's an independent filmmaker out of Africa Town, and he's doing his thing. I'm gonna let him say a couple of things to you if he like. Go ahead.
So what you got? What is it?
It's a national one we have.
What's good with you guys? It's more tripod juice and thing. I'll travel right here. Just enjoying this beautiful day. I mean, I don't really care too much about the brand. See all these beautiful melody people outside, my brothers and sisters, so that's all I'm really here for. But, I shoot. I like to call myself an independent film artist. And I shoot, I direct, I edit, I write, I like to act. You pretty much see me with no cameras, because have cameras all over again. So, we just out here, with Africa team. And we just enjoy this beautiful day like I shoot again. I don't really care too much about the parade, because real ones know themselves with Martin Luther King. Real ones know what's up.
That's right.
So it's like, how do we have a holiday like my dad said earlier? How is holidays primarily Black people, but these people who support, like these Europeans to put it together? How come they ain't got no motherfucking holiday? How come this is our holiday? You know what I'm saying? This is bigger than the parade. Look at all these beautiful faces out here.
That's right.
That's the vibe that I'm here for. Again, I don't care about the parade. This is something I would like to see every single day here in Africa. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do shooting.
That's right.
No, this is man right here. Funny thing is like we know each other, but he remember me walking around here when I was a bitty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm talking about like 8, 9 years old. It's just crazy how all of a sudden, boom, almost 20 years later, how we just think, but been knowing me since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Been knowing me because my pops.
And with that, let me just say that, this is a young brother, Brother Jalal, he's a young brother out of Africa Town, stay right here in the community. He does some great stuff. He's been involved in a couple of movies, White Man Can't Jump Too, and a couple other things. And so, I just wanted to give him a shout out because people need to know that the young people in Africa Town are doing some positive stuff.
Have him send us information so that we can connect with. Have him send us his information.
Follow him. Send his information. We can connect, but let him tell his information how we can follow him.
Okay, so listen. I need you to put. They want to know how can we follow you. So give me your information.
Okay, check me out on YouTube. You can check me out on YouTube. It's EDJK, 4 letters, EDJK, and my Instagram. I gotta get it back off social media because I took a break from social media. I hope you guys understand. Youngsters sometimes gotta take a break from social media. But my Instagram is It's Tripod. ITSTRIPOD tripod _ It's Tripod _ That's my Instagram.
Okay, if we didn't get that, I'm going to get all that information, and I'm going to definitely get it to everybody. Here goes my brother Nep. Wu-Tang in the house. Yeah. I was like, where you go? My brother. So I my national thing right there. So come on. So this is the Nep right here. I'm gonna let him speak himself, but this brother right here is a very powerful brother we met out there at Venice Beach at the the basketball court. But this brother is Wu-Tang, and he is just a dynamic, just powerful brother. What you want to say, brother? Tell the national audience something.
We out here to see where we at. Checking out the history. All right. Now, before you check your own thermometer, you got to know what's going on with crime. Okay, so we out here getting taxes. That way, so you know how high you need to go, how low you need to go, where you need to be at to maintain your level. You got to intermix with the people. It don't matter what your own, your perspective or whatnot. You got to mingle with the other humans, the other brothers and sisters out here. That way, you will have a good perspective and you will know what you're speaking about when you speak on it. Feel me? That's right. Black power. All right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me. Hello.
We here. We just listening.
Okay. So I'm just.
Can I ask where the parade part is? There are no floats.
Pablo is where the parade is. Pablo is supposed to, I think he's coming in now. Let me see.
But yeah.
There go Pablo. Are you near the parade, Pablo?
What's that?
Pablo is on.
There go the man. The man. He's here. Peace.
So you're gonna show us some of the parade. Kind of tell us what's going on. Kevin, give us a minute. You can still show where you at, Kevin. Pablo, can you say something? You on mute? You talking? Pablo, can you talk?
I'm in a bad spot. I see him. Pablo, can you hear us?
Can you talk?
I think he's just gonna show us. We know what's going on.
I got a law dog circling, so I got the bacon go around. I'm tapping
So Kevin, where you at now?
That's a lot of vendors. They look good.
Hey,
there's a lot of them. Yeah.
I'm good. Now, hey, are we on?
Tapping back in.
Kevin, hold on.
Just one thing.
Kevin's saying something.
I'm back.
Can you see?
I'm back here with the circle, all Latino.
Hey, everybody. Hold on, Pablo. Hold on, both of you. Kevin is saying
somebody mute
go
your
ahead,
mic.
Kevin. Go ahead, Kevin. You had her. I'm on you, Kevin. Go
Okay,
ahead,
if you don't mind. So, once again, I got to always give vendors a shout out, right? Because this is a personal friend of mine, also of Africa Town, and I'm going to let her tell you what she does.
All right, hey everybody, happy King Day, y'all. I actually do Overly now. So Overly is like the Black Mary Kay. They have products for your natural hair, which I use on my hair. Weight loss, which I've used in losing weight. Health and wellness products, everything. So come check us out. We're here every Sunday also.
How do we follow you? Because a lot of us are from
national audience.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
A lot of us are from out of town. So, yeah. So is that your line, or is that just a black line? You said it's something like Mary Kay.
It is a black line. It's owned by Courtney Adelaide.
Love it.
She's on Instagram also, and the company is called Obali. OLBALI.
Oh, love it. I did not know. You don't put me on to something.
Yeah. I had started taking the actually with another company that Candy Birds owns. I was a top seller, but I started needed to lose weight. So I tried this company just to lose weight. It ended up changing over and working for this company now.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
We keep it out of the time. That's what I got.
Kevin, grab a business card from her. If you can shoot us a screenshot of her business card.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We would like to get in touch with her.
I'll get everybody's business cards.
Yes, grab her business card. Okay, Pablo, you on. Go ahead and say something.
I'll come back. I'll get.
Yeah, I'm navigating around through the back way where the floats are and stuff. So I got a chance to see the the Bacon Boys mascots and all that. So, but they got a heavy presence up in here. So when I get a parking space, I'm gonna walk around and show you guys like what's going on in the background. How this is like basically turned into a white corporate event that benefits everybody but Black people. So you have when you have these type of situations, what they'll do is charge exorbitant prices that Black vendors can't afford. So that way they only get the people that are in their pockets to come to these events. So it's like it's a Black event in blackface because it's only people that they want to be there basically. So that's what we have going on here. So I just hit another blockade, so I gotta figure out how to get around this one. But yeah, that's pretty much how this thing is run. It's like Black is not.
Hold on, Pablo. Hold on. Kevin is saying something again too. Go ahead, Kevin.
How you doing? Hey, I just want to give a shout out to Pablo. I'm glad he's on his way. This is brother. I'm gonna just say Jacket. This brother right here is one of the most creative brothers I have ever met in Africatown. He's a musician. He's just like a creative genius. And I'm going to let him say a little something for himself.
Yeah, I just want to thank Africatown Park and all the good Black people down here making it happen. So I want to definitely speak about reparations and getting the Black people delegated to rehabilitation and coming back to a center of oneness. And we need to get everybody together. Everybody here. So we need funding. We need properties. We need economics. We need grocery stores. We need health stores. And we need to grow our own food. We need some doctors and we need hospitals. And we need it now. Thank you.
Well said. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. I think Kevin is getting choppy a little bit.
What's up? That's like the scenery,
Yes.
But he deep up in there where I'm trying to get to.
Hey, Pablo, that float we seen. Hey, Pablo, did you see the float that said we support immigrants? You seen that yet?
Yeah, did y'all see the Korean float and all the immigration floats?
No.
A big middle finger.
No, we didn't see it.
It's crazy, man.
This is one interesting dynamic here. Where Kevin is at, that's just the economic zone. And that's literally all we have in areas around this area. There's a handful of Black-owned businesses, but what's going on here is they're charging the average rent for a store here. If is like a garage space is about $3,500 a month. So they have all the properties around here that are storefronts are priced far above the average Black income. So we can't rent the stores. And even if you do something like what we do, they just straight up won't sell you or release you the place. So that's why you have all the vendors, Black vendors, concentrate here in Africatown, because this is pretty much one of the only places we can conduct Black business at.
Wow. So now I understand the need to preserve it. We have a need to preserve Africatown. Kevin is talking. Hold on.
So, how you doing? How's everybody doing? I want to introduce here with this big old giant turkey leg. Big old giant turkey leg.
Damn.
The president.
She'll kill that boy.
I love it.
Right.
So 100 visitors.
You breaking up, Kevin. You breaking up.
Shout out.
Hello, hi everyone. Again, I'm Sabrina Wiggum, president of the African Tourism Association. We love promoting, developing, and marketing Black-owned business pop-ups, and the overall goal is to build the Black nation as a whole, creating entrepreneurs as opposed to just consumers. That's how we try.
That's right. So you okay, and they basically have taken over most of the responsibility that Africa Town had in terms of organizing the vendors, fighting for the vendors, and speaking for the vendors. So now we have an association that pretty much speaks for themselves, and they're just moving this thing forward and making this community a beautiful thing.
So as you can see, the nature of the situation here, you see how critical it is when you have a person like Blum filing lawsuits to prevent us from funding our own businesses, because that lawsuit that Blum filed against the Black women that were helping Black women-owned businesses, that directly hurts a lot of the people that Kevin is walking around and introducing you guys to.
Yes.
Because none of us in here can go to the bank and get a business loan or anything like that. We have to get it off the mud. And so people like Blum, he knows this. That's why he's doing what he's doing. And that's the importance of us. When we say support Black businesses, we don't mean you do it on Black Friday or for the holiday season. We mean like make your community, make your local Black business like your Walmart. Get everything, because every other ethnic group is doing this. Make everything you get from a Black-owned vendor and keep our dollars in our community is what we mean by support Black-owned business. Not that show up only on Black Friday stuff. We mean like actually building our own underground economy.
Pablo. So are they using technology too, like having online? They have to provide like online services, because that's another way to make more money.
Yeah, well, so what we do in the Vendors Association is we are organizing all the vendors. Some of the vendors here are immigrants, and they some of them are fresh over and stuff like that. Some been here for a while, but they're not really into technology. So what we've been doing is working with them on, hey, you need to get your Instagram going, you need to get your online store. Let's all make it all. You'll see it all on the Vendor Association page. So we've been trying to get everybody on one accord and utilizing technology and other things that we can do to get these businesses off the ground and competitive with other groups. So basically what you see here is this village is a model of Black Americans and the diaspora working together as one, because everybody in here is from a different country. Some of them are what you would call FBA, ADOS, and some of them are just straight out from all different countries. We got Senegal, we got Jamaica, we got Haiti, we got Belize, we got Ethiopia, all kind of countries in this village right now.
So what's the vibe? Are they apart? Like, are they like, they understand that we all Black? Are they on that level? Or they? Oh
yeah, you'll see. So like if you go to the ATC page, the NAPP page, or the Vendor Association page, you'll see that when outsiders try to come in, all of us are looking as one, basically. But we have our little inner differences and stuff, because we have some amongst us who are the boule and working with the opposition to try to shut this thing down, because they've already taken their paychecks. But for the most part, we always work together and make it work. So that's one of the things I like about this village here. It shows you that, yes, this stuff you hear with popular YouTube people all up in their videos spreading propaganda is a lie, because we can and are working together.
When you say working together, Pablo, what do you mean? Because we say there's no Black and Brown coalition for real, but then there's a different coalition. Is there a Black and Brown coalition?
Oh no, there is no such thing as a Black and Brown coalition. There's no such thing as a Black and Brown coalition, and pretty much everybody in this village knows that, and we don't allow them in here. Yeah. So we don't have to try to bring that Black Brown coalition stuff in here. We know that they have economic strongholds all throughout the city and the state. This is one of our last ones, so we know that both Black Americans and Black Africans have to stick together to have our own space. So we already know that that's the only coalition that we pushing in this village here is the Black African American Coalition with the African Coalition is what we pushing here.
That's what's up.
So
your boy out there, FBA deep out there. What's going on?
Yeah, it's a lot of see, that's one of the interesting parts. There's a lot of FBA in here, and even though they hold that title, they don't like push that rhetoric and all that, trying to divide from the immigrants and stuff like that. It's just like one village, one love here.
Do you see the point of the would you say it's a lot of FBA people, foundational Blacks?
Yeah, it's a lot of what you would call FBA. They don't identify as it, some of them, but even the ones that do, some of the people who identify as FBA are actually on the security force with us, and they never have any problem with the immigrants. Of course, we have our we Black, so we're gonna have, we're gonna be Black here and there, but.
So it's not really a problem with the Black immigrants. It's just the Black ones that come over here and don't acknowledge the struggles of us or don't work with us.
Yeah, so those types you typically will not ever see come over to this village because they're so busy trying to be white that they're not going to come over here anyway. And then the crazy part is they don't even work with the Black Americans that are trying to shut this village down. So they're already separated amongst themselves that are being sambos anyway. So you got both what would be considered FBA and Africans that are both working against us, but we all unify and stand strong against them as well as the non-Black entities coming against us. So it's a real unique situation. Cause see, like right now I'm driving past looks like an African guy. He got his drums. He's on the outside of the event, and it looks like he's sitting there with a white woman, but he's on the outside of the event and things like that. So when money's going down, some of them will try to come through, but for the most part, they already know what it is here, so they don't really try to press those issues and try to come in here with it. But they do still try to come in and do what they do. So you can imagine if we were able to literally do this around the country, which is why we wanted to do this broadcast and show that, yes, you can be FBA, ADOS, freedmen, Nigerian, Ethiopian, Somalian, whatever the case, and all be in the same village with it, man, meet that melanin requirement and work as one. That's why we wanted this imagery out there, because part of the reason why we believe some of the things we believe that are not true is because when you're online, you only get to hear one side of the story, which is propaganda. But when you get that truth put out there, you get to see a different perspective, and you go, okay, they're not on what I was told they were on. And because our enemies want us to divide on every level possible, so that's always a red flag. I mean, there's nothing wrong with identifying as your group. We applaud that. I mean, that's what we all should be doing, is identify as your tribe, but every tribe should be working together like we were when we ruled the world.
Is that not what we are for UEOA?
Yes, sir. That's exactly what we do.
All facts. B one and none, B4B.
So when we talk about the United Empires and all that, this is exactly what we're talking about. Uniting together for our good. Doesn't mean we hate any other race. Doesn't mean we're promoting hate. We're just promoting self-love.
Hey, we doing what everybody else do. We doing what the Asian community do. They got Chinatown, we got Jewtown. What's wrong with having Blacktown? I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Like, what's the problem? We do something over. We racist, which we can't be. Which that never make no sense. You see what happened when we had our own Black town. So I'm not even surprised by this now.
And you know one interesting part that D-Mays brought that up. So as we've driven around this event, I don't know what all Kevin was able to show you guys, and I wasn't able to show you much, but you see like every other outside ethnic group wants to come into this village, and we have these white corporate events thrown like this. But if you see these big events in Chinatown, Koreatown, you don't see us over in their events, because we're actually not invited there. It's like it's known that we ain't supposed to look at. There's a Moor right there. I see the Moors coming through.
That's what I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask. Like when the Jews put on things, or do they have a Chinatown? Do they have other towns? Do we go to their events?
No, we don't. We don't even go to their events, and we don't even go to their side of town, because they got They got their politicians in place. They got. You ain't gonna be in there too long before you get pulled over. And it's like when you go into Little Israel, when you go into Chinatown, if you go into Plaza Mexico, everything in their language and in their culture. They don't even try to accommodate you. That Billion tapping in?
Yeah, Billion, you in the matrix. You
That ain't nothing but the dang devil trying to freeze the video.
Billion. Billion. I think they're walking by the parade. Billion. We can't hear you. They're trying to say something. I'm trying to signal to them. Yeah, we can't hear you.
I wish I could hear that marching band. I know they probably good.
Are they trying to say something? Go ahead, Pablo. Say something, Pablo. Can you talk?
Yeah, you heard me?
Yeah. We can't. Hey, Kevin, we couldn't hear you or Billion. We couldn't hear what Billion was saying. We were trying to signal y'all.
Okay, here it is right here. They want you to. They didn't hear what you. Hey, what's happening?
What's up, Billion?
All right. Yeah, we out here, the people out here, right now they have the corporate parade with all the other folks, that believe in America. They actually got a contingent of pigs coming by right now. I think that's the sheriff? The sheriff, y'all might have seen on our social media earlier this week, the ex-sheriff finally came forward to testify on the sheriff gangs that have been killing our people. We are also currently out here pushing for Sister Nani Finlayson. She's a sister who had called 911 after having a domestic incident with her partner. But when the sheriffs came, they killed her in front of her children. So again, when we out here, we making sure people see it for what it really is. Because sometimes you'll hear our people even cheering these damn police and sheriffs until we wake them up and remind them what the hell is really happening. But we about to leave here and start our people's march that's gonna come this same route to give the real narrative to the people about reparations, about the housing crisis right now, about how these damn police and sheriffs still killing us, how we need to unite and figure out what the hell we gonna do.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
And that's why it's important for us to not focus on these holidays, these special occasions, but keep our eye on the end goal. You know what I'm saying? We can all be out together, on Martin Luther King Jr. Day or whatever day that is, Black, quote unquote, Black History Month's coming up. We have to get out of the mindset of being conditioned the way they have got us programmed. And this is a shout out to Africatown, Los Angeles, doing the work. Shout out to you all out there. Shout out to you all sharing, because this is something real that needs to happen on a regular basis. And I know you guys, you kings are out there doing the work. The queens are out there doing the work. So shout out to you all. But that's what's definitely needed for sure. So everyone listening, make sure you think about that and not just be entertained, hopefully not be entertained, be enlightened, and unite with us. Please share this because we're giving good information. There are a lot of people out there that are doing amazing work. So Kings, make sure you guys get the information to us so that we can share what's going on out there and stay connected and keep this thing going. So shout out to you all, and I'll land my plane.
Yeah, most definitely. Much love and appreciation to y'all for the work y'all doing. We be tapping in with y'all as often as we can. And we know the queen for sure be getting down and taking it to the people the way it needs to be taken. But yeah, y'all, right now we in a beyond a state of emergency. They pushing black folks out of LA like crazy. We know where y'all at. Y'all dealing with different struggles, but yeah, it's time to wake up and get in it.
Thank y'all for y'all work out there in the streets.
Stopping head up. Okay. So we're going to. I'm going to shut this down for a minute. We're headed to a location of the People's Bank, and I should be back at that time.
Okay, Kevin. Thank you.
Are we still on Instagram?
Yeah, you still on until we end. We'll end the live. We're gonna end about 10 minutes unless y'all want us to stay on.
Well, if you wanna see the People's March, you might want to stay just a little bit.
Okay.
Because there's this show, and then there's the People's March. And like Billion say, that's what we focus on: reparations, the murder of our people, the social economic deprivation.
Okay. No problem. We'll stay on. I'll stay on. The rest of the panel, if y'all have to leave and come back, do whatever y'all gotta do. We're gonna stay on.
That is interesting. Yes, let's see the People's March.
Yes, everyone, please like and share. Please like and share. Thank you.
And then what we'll try to do is break this video up and then maybe separate it just in case. We'll put a description in there when the People's March starts.
All right.
And for a little background, the People's March is when we do our own version of the MLK parade. So like I explained before, not last year. Last year they had the mariachi parade like they're doing right now, but the year before that, the organizers didn't want to have a black-centered event, so they pulled the plug on it and canceled it, using COVID as an excuse. So we organized the People's March. We had about 2 weeks to get it done, and we had a whole bunch of people showing out, and we just used our lowriders and all of our vehicles as the floats, and we just did a straight up MLK style march and made our own parade. That's what the People's March is.
So Pablo,
Yes,
go on and tell us some more about Africa Town and how you said that can be that is basically a black financial hub, correct?
Yeah, basically it's an economic zone. Like I said, all different cultures and tribes are working together, and so that's why they're heavily invested in trying to destroy what we're doing here, because they know that if we replicate this around the country, we can create our own black economic underground with us and the whole diaspora, and then that's going to spell trouble for what they're doing to us as a people across the globe. So if you're talking about that we're pulling this off in the richest state in the union, we're talking about a state that the economy of California is only a couple of points off of the economy of China as a country. So that's the significance of what we're doing here and why they want this shut down. Because we're setting a dangerous precedent and example with what we're doing here, and this is something that they don't want to spread around the country.
Hey y'all, listen, I gotta go, but listen, Pablo, I like what y'all doing out there. Kevin, everybody, Billion, like what y'all doing. And I know we want to do a follow up on this too, y'all. So
yeah. And DJs, what we'll do is try to get Pablo or somebody to edit the video, and maybe we could chop it up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all. Peace.
Billion frozen right now. Pablo, while we got you with some connection, go ahead and finish telling us about are you there, Pablo?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us how, what's the history? Africa Town is a spot that all these black vendors and everybody come together and sell their goods and products, correct? You there? Can y'all hear me, or is it Pablo?
I can hear you, Queen. I think he's frozen.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a little bit of a long show. Oh, there he go. He's back. He's back. Hold on. You back?
This is some good information.
Yeah.
As soon as I get ready to tap in, it cuts me off.
Yeah, I was saying, did you hear my question? I was like, Africa Town is basically a place where all the Black people gather to sell their goods and products, and then other things. Correct? It's like a culture hub.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So it's like they call Africa Town the cultural center of Black LA, or what's left of Black LA, and that's what it's basically always been. But it wasn't the only one, because of course we have Watts. So if we're looking at the history of Black LA, well, Watts was once like Africa Town. We had the drummers, we had the Watts poets. It was heavy with the Black Panther Party and things like that. And also Watts is significant because it's where the dividing train tracks was between the Black community and the original white gang, the Spook Hunters, which was Linwood, California, Maywood, Vernon, Bell, even some parts of Compton back there. But those train tracks were the dividing factor right across Imperial and Wilmington. So that's where the Spook Hunter gang would come across the tracks and terrorize the Black community. And as you know, history folded out. It led to the formation of the original Black gangs and things like that to protect the Black community. So, but as we also know, COINTELPRO was used, COINTELPRO was used, and the gangs turned against their own community. So history played out and things went south. So it's like it's a historically rich place. Now we were talking about the founder of this area. Africa Town is legally, until we get this paperwork done and get ourselves legalized all the way through. It was founded by Walter Lamert and his family. It was they had a covenant to where Black people could not move in to this area. And you can see on some of our social pages, we even have a video of the Black Ballet from that period.
You kind of going in the matrix.
Hold
on, Pablo.
Start the last a mountain there, trying to find parking.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you were saying about his family.
Yeah, so the history of this area is, like I said, the Lamert family, Walter Lamert and his family. When this area was founded, they had a covenant to where Black people were not allowed to move into this area. And of course, the Black Boule, we also have that video posted on some of our social pages. The Black Boule conspired to keep what's called lower class Black people out of this area. So at a certain point, we were able to break that barrier and move into this area. And the Black Boule were there to try to keep low income Black people out of this area. And eventually that failed, and we came in and basically took this area over. And since then, it's become one of the cultural centers of Black LA. So here you had things such as we all know California. Well, LA was infamous for the creation of gangster rap and how it got to get to the level that it did with Dr. Dre and Easy and all that. But this particular area, Lamert Park, was home of Project Blowed, and most of the hip hop that was non-gangster came out of this area right here. So you had a whole lot of MCs and producers and stuff, and you would have the freestyle shows and the battles and stuff like that. You would have the breakdance and all that. All the hip hop stuff was done primarily right in this area.
Awesome.
And this area has always preserved, like, it's always been like a Pan-African area where you come get the African drums, the knowledge of the motherland, the whole culture with the beads and medallions. This was always the area for that, and it's been like that since I don't want to say around the late 60s, but it's always, as soon as we took it over and it became black, just like how it was like the LA version of Black Harlem kind of.
So what do you suggest Black people like all over do? You know, like y'all are fighting for that. Do we start building our own places and rebuilding our own spots?
What we would have to do, what I would personally suggest we do is we have what was called the Great Black Migration when we left the southern states and we came to the Californias, the Detroits, the New Yorks. That was the first Great Black Migration. And what we're seeing now is we moved to these places to get jobs at the Teslas of the time, which was the aerospace industry here in California, the BF Goodrich, like the tire industry, the car industry in Detroit. We moved to these areas to get those big factory jobs. But what happened is the white man pulled the plug on a lot of those industries and jobs, and that stuff has all gone away. So what young Black adults are doing now is, okay, the jig is up here, so we need to move, we need to migrate somewhere else. So now we're in the middle of a new mass Black migration, and we're going to places like Dallas and Houston, Texas are the top two destinations. I mean, I would have said, like I said before, I would have thought it was going to be Atlanta, but it's not. Dallas and Houston, Texas are the top two destinations. And the question is, why? We're moving there because Tesla moved there. So we're moving there to get Tesla jobs, which is basically repeating history. We moved to California to work for BF Goodrich and the aerospace industry. We can get those jobs at Lockheed Martin and places like that. So now here we are, history repeating. We're doing it again. So what are we going to do down the road when Tesla decides to pull the plug and move somewhere again? What are we going to do?
That's what I was saying earlier in the live, how we work hard to live somewhere and do things. And then when those businesses close down, we wasted our lives right there. And then we have to, we always moving around instead of building our own.
And, yeah, that's what we do. When we think about migration, and we will do what we do typically, and every ethnic group knows this, and they count on us doing this. What we'll do is, when all fails, we immediately go running and retreating back down south, which is what they do. That's why I've always said where they're building Cop City at over there, is that in Atlanta or near Atlanta? Wherever that is, they're building Cop City. That's strategic because they know that when all fails, that's where we're going to run to, is back to the south. So that's why they're putting that Cop City there. So in my opinion, what we should be doing is look at reality and stop running from the war, stop running from the beast, and just face it head on. Because at this point, this same program is playing out all around the country. We don't have nowhere else to retreat to. And unlike all these immigrants and everybody else, we don't have a home country to run home to. So we don't got no choice.
They're even giving the immigrants the ghetto. They're giving it what we consider the ghettos. They're giving it to the immigrants. So now we really have nowhere to go. And don't mean to hold everyone up. I don't want this. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to send out another link so that we can start another live, and we'll call it the People's. What is it? The People's March.
Yeah, the People's March. MLK Day.
Okay, and then just let Kevin know. Kevin, you're on there. I'm getting ready. When does it start?
I'm not exactly sure because I've been a little out of the loop since I've been sick.
Kevin.
Yes.
What time does the parade start?
They are headed down right now, and so it should start within the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, what I'm going to do is your other phone hooked up to the live, or?
Yeah, am I still on Instagram?
Yeah, are you on another phone on Instagram or what?
No, what it is that this is my primary phone. What I did was I pulled the laptop up so I could get all the information, but it's running on my phone actually.
Okay, no, it's fine. I was just going to start another live and call it the People's Parade, because if not, this will be like a couple of hours long, and I wanted to separate the live so that we can kind of just get the parade and y'all People's Parade.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to reboot then, right?
Yeah, we're gonna log off, and I'm gonna create another live, and I'm gonna send y'all the link to go back on.
Okay, cool. So let me go and get my computer and stuff, get everything so I can move out to the other location, and I should be hopefully hooked up with about, there go old boy. I hope it should be hooked up by 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna send it live. That'll give us time. Okay.
Thank you.
This is exciting. I'm excited.
Yes. So everyone, we're going to do another live so this won't go on, and that way people can get the People's Parade when they click on it, because a lot of people don't like to watch a long live, and so that way we'll have a separate video. So we'll be back. We'll be out of here, and we'll be back.
Thank you.
And as always, Black Pearl.
Peace. Love blessings.
Peace.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off, and I'll get back with you on the next link.
All right.
All right, Black family, peace out.